That on the surface didn't go so well.
Pardon?
That didn't look like it went so well.
I think it went quite well. We've been able to locate a good number of absentee ballots that should also be counted. What didn't go well is the Franken Campaign's assertion and stance that they want to count every vote as long as it's a Franken vote, but not otherwise. We want to count all the votes. And so you saw them try to limit the field again today. That's been their strategy since their Saturday proposal, is to consider nothing else but what they have determined and predetermined should be counted, because they feel that they might be comfortable with that. So again, they want to count the Franken votes, they don't want to count everything.
So practically speaking, what happens is the ones that have been identified by local election officials, you'll go through those, and then additionally another 664 that you brought up?
That's correct. Statewide, there's another 654 that we feel bear further review to make sure that the ballot treatment has been consistent in each county. And we have some reason to believe that some counties might have rejected certain ballots differently to others. And it just bears a visual inspection, a very quick visual inspection, to make sure that that hasn't occurred.
On the 600 where you disagree with the local election officials, are you going to provide the media your reasons for disagreeing with them?
We will, once we've seen them, you see. We have to see the envelopes, and we'll be doing that over the next 4 days. Tomorrow, Wednesday, and Friday are our review days with the counties and the cities. Once we've seen them, then we can make a better determination as to why they should be counted in our view, or why they shouldn't be.
So you might get up closer to their level then?
We might, yes.
But you already know that you might not?
We don't know that, no. What we do know is that these simply bear scrutiny because there's been different treatment. One county might have rejected a catch of absentee ballots that another county didn't reject. So we want to see why. We want to make sure that it's been done consistently and, frankly, accurately.
Why at the what was basically described as the 11th hour? Why now?
Oh, it's not the 11th hour. We've been reviewing 12,000. I mean, join me. Come and view 12,000 envelopes with me. Your eyes will get blurry. It takes a long time, and we want to be very, very accurate and consistent.
Thanks, guys. Thank you.
Thanks a lot. So, but some of them we want reviewed.
Swing him in this again.
Are we going to get David?
Yes.
Yeah.
We haven't said any are wrong yet. We want to review them to make sure.
It's gonna be good. I mean, it'll wipe nicely.
So the 554 from the counties, we're simply saying, let's take a look at that further, and maybe we have no objection. But so we haven't ruled out any of the ballots yet.
Okay, so 778, you're willing to have a look at it.
The 778 we want opened.
Okay.
County recommendation. 544 also county recommendations. We haven't said any of those shouldn't be.
You want to look at them?
We should look at them, make sure that they've been handled consistently.
And then you found 67 that you just think, hey, they ought to, that we want counted.
That aren't. We think there's 67 that should be counted.
Yeah, that aren't on the list.
That are not on the county list.
And then also 587.
Right.
That you want reviewed,
Yeah,
that you don't know what to do with those. All right.
That's
okay.
right. And we may find that none of those should be counted. We may find that all of those should be counted. And it'll be up to Franken Campaign to this is
Just your assessment of what you inserted. It looked like back and forth, and patients are getting a little friendly.
Well, it was a surprise that the campaign that has fought every step of the way to stop erroneously rejected absentee ballots, now not at the 11th hour, but at 11:59, all of a sudden came up with 654 absentee ballots that they now think should be counted. It really is breathtaking, and you have to look at it in the context. Norm Coleman is losing on the recount, and so they had to come up with some kind of Hail Mary pass, and this appears to be it.
Wouldn't it be safer to go back to the Supreme Court and say, just give us more time and let's look at all 12,000 rejected ballots one by one?
Well, the Supreme Court laid out a very clear process that's being followed, and the first step in that process is that the local officials identify absentee ballots that they believe were erroneously rejected. They have done that. There are 1,350 thereabouts. And then they give that list to the two campaigns who agree or disagree. Today and on Saturday, you heard us say we would agree to have all 1,350 opened and counted. No more additions, no more objections. let's get it done. I think people are probably ready to have this recount over. They're ready to have absentee ballots opened and counted. Now is the time to do that.
Go ahead.
Are you going to be bringing ballots outside of that 1,350, given what they're doing? I mean, are you going to regroup them and tomorrow be asking, or tonight be asking, that other ballots be introduced to that list?
Our position on that has been very consistent. We have been identifying people whose ballots were erroneously rejected, who have provided affidavits. They've been submitted to the counties, to the state canvassing board, to the Coleman campaign. So those have always been on the table. And if we can get their votes opened and counted, we will. But fundamentally, we care most about the local officials' lists. They've identified 1,350 they themselves say are erroneously rejected. They should be opened and counted. That's what we offer today. That's what the Coleman campaign declined.
Where does
Earlier
your
today, the
extra
Coleman
stand?
campaign accused the Franken campaign of just trying to rush through this thing and get it done as fast as possible and not have pure transparency.
Well, let's see. The election was in early November, if I recall. The state canvassing board is meeting, they think, for the last time on January 5. That's about 2 months. I think 2 months post-election is probably maybe even a little bit more than most Minnesotans would want. So I don't think the process has been rushed. The local officials have been very, very careful. These are probably the most closely scrutinized absentee ballots in the history of the United States of America. They've identified 1,350, and we're prepared to have them opened and counted.
How many are in your add-on list, the list that you've been submitting piecemeal?
85.
Thank you.
One last question.
The Fritz Canuck quote today was that it's the Franken campaign that's interested in counting only Franken absentee ballots. What do you say to that?
Well, the local officials themselves identified 1,350. These are from, about 75 counties of the 87 in Minnesota. Some of them are from counties that Al Franken won. I think he won 24 counties. Norm Coleman won all the rest. So they're from all over the state. There are a variety of reasons why they're erroneously rejected. The local officials have been in control of that. We have not. We have just said we're prepared to rely on them and to trust the judgments that they've made and to get this process to an end.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And you're 85, that's separate and apart from the 1,350, roughly 1,350, right?
Correct.
Okay, thanks, Steve. Thank you.
Thanks, David.
Thank you. Right there.